The thing about this podcast is very much about giving practical advice and strategies for people who are either looking for work now, and obviously there are a lot of people in a pretty hard situation, but also if you're in work. So I suppose the first thing I'd like to think about is uncertainty, because in a way I think it's only going to get worse rather than better. So how do you think you can prepare yourself for uncertainty? Are there any particular strategies that you would recommend, Emily?
Well, I've talked about it a lot in my webinars this year, because the last 12 months, it was a whole period of uncertainty, and it wasn't helped by ever changing rules around lockdown. Now in life, we need a balance. We all need a bit of variety and a bit of fun and risk, and we need a bit of certainty. And some of us need a lot of certainty. So for people who need a lot, that was a very challenging period of time. So there's a few things here. One of them is try and take control where you can. So if you don't have certainty about certain things in your life, but can you even just put a bit of structure in order to your day? You know, routine became really important for these clients, having a regular time to go and exercise, a regular time for work. Even having a good declutter and organize at home can make you feel that you've got a bit of certainty. Another aspect is to give yourself a bit of an uncertainty holiday. So when the rules kept changing and I had people saying, I don't know if I could travel, or I don't know if I'm going into the office, I would say, let's just decide what's going to happen for the next 4 weeks. And we were just dealing 1 month at a time. And we were saying, right, for the next 4 weeks, let's just assume that we're in lockdown 100%. You won't go to the office. Let's decide some certainty. And then you make plans within that framework. And just don't worry about what the framework will be in 6 months' time, because we have no idea. So sometimes it's about almost narrowing the time frame that we look at. But the other aspect is we've had a huge opportunity to become more resilient to change. And although most of us are exhausted by it now, when we have gotten out of lockdown, a few years down the road, we'll realize we are all a lot more resilient and adaptable than we had been before the crisis. So it's also about reflecting and saying, well, in what ways can I become more adaptive to change? And also, if negative emotions come up, actually, it's okay to have negative emotions in uncertainty, but maybe I can learn how I deal with those emotions. I actually wrote an article recently for Thrive Global on why unhappiness is helpful and how we should process negative emotions and listen to the messages they're giving it to us. So if you felt quite anxious in this uncertainty and you're desperately trying not to, maybe you're missing the point. Maybe you shouldn't try not to feel anxious. Maybe you should just pay attention to that anxiety and from it learn what it is you're anxious about and actually get a deeper understanding of yourself.